Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Obsidian Foxglove. Enjoy.
Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my hardcore Spruce-Only world. So you may be surprised to see that I am still using that one texture pack, and there's a reason for that. I've decided to continue using it all throughout winter. So every episode I make, I will record with this texture pack on every episode that's in winter. Anyway, so another thing you may be wondering about is why there is a tutorial toast in the top right corner of this screen. So I moved this world over to a different CurseForge profile for reasons I won't get into. But anyway, welcome back to this world. It has certainly been a while, and apparently I was on day 83. Apparently I was on day 83 when I last got off. So I'm pretty close to day 100. I'm ecstatic about that. I am going to cut down these trees. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to go around cutting down all of the trees surrounding my base. I enjoy seeing the forest. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy seeing it, but it does cause problems with pillagers and whatnot, so I will go around clearing out the area quite a bit. And I decided on what I'm going to do for this episode, and that is build not a bridge. I mean, I should build this bridge, considering I go over there fairly often. But no, what I'm going to do in this episode is build a dock. Something similar to a bridge, but not the same. But anyway, I am going to go around cutting down the trees around my base and do it in a time lapse. But before that, I'm going to need to make more axes. This is definitely not enough. This axe is almost broken, so I need to prepare. By the way, during my break from this world, as you can see from my previous 2 uploads, I did take a rather lengthy break. I realized that there is, in fact, a way to suck bone meal right out of the bottom of a composter. Now, I'm not going to do that this episode. I simply thought that I should point that out to, voice a possible improvement for my setup later on in this series, possibly the next episode, or I don't know, who knows, maybe even farther down the line than that. But regardless, I need to drop off my wood and saplings, because after that timeline I showed you, I have a ton of items that I don't need in my inventory, such as sticks, saplings of course, and logs. This is my first time checking my stores in a long time, and I must say I have quite a bit of wood. I didn't expect to have that much. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 23 stacks of logs. That is, that is a lot. Right, and so I am definitely gonna need some of this wood, right? What about stone blocks? Do I have any of those? Deep slate? Oh yeah, I do have quite a bit of deep slate. So I'm gonna make this dock out of deep slate. On this world, I don't have any tools better than iron, so when I have to go mining for more deep slate, that's gonna be a pain. Deep slate takes a while to mine. Even with like diamond pickaxes, it still takes quite a bit. You need at least efficiency 4 to make it seem like it's worthwhile. Efficiency 4 on a diamond pick, or possibly a netherite pickaxe. I wouldn't know, I haven't tried breaking deep slate with netherite yet, so maybe. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna make the dock right here. It's gonna be 5 blocks wide, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. So I want slabs to go right here, but there we go. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break this here and that one and bring this up. So now I'm going to have to take these pillars a bit further out into the water. So I'm gonna have to swim up and down in that water to place these pillars. For that, well, they're not pillars this time around, they're stilts. But before I risk my life swimming underwater in that lake, I am going to grab a door, because if I place a door somewhere on the lake floor, then I'll be able to make oxygen blocks. At least I think that's still possible. I don't know with the water logging, but it's worth a try. Go downstairs and make some doors. Wait, no, never mind. I was about to say I was confused as to why I don't have any doors in storage, considering I only used 2, but then I remembered I have a guard tower outside my compound walls right here that uses doors. Wait, but there's 2 being used on here and you only make 3. So, oh, there's 1. Never mind. I still need 1 more, I think, but oh well, who cares? I'm not looking at the doors anymore. I made some new ones anyway. So I think I'm going to want to take this out about 10 blocks from these starting stilts. So time to go in the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right here. So this would be the 10th block from the original stilts, and so now I need to start building on top of this door to begin building these stilts. So oh, no, that's no. Okay, I'm gonna have to recatch my breath after I break this. Ooh, okay, that was in the wrong spot. 1, 2, I don't need to count, I simply need to build up, so I don't know why I'm doing that. And then bring it up 1 more, right? So now I need to go back into the water and break that door. Not quite yet. Hold on, I'm gonna place a new one right there. Now I could break this one, swim into this one, and so the new stilt needs to be right here in this row. So break this dirt, and then build up from here, and I'll have my stilts. There we go. So now I need planks, which I already have in my inventory, and I am going to build something flat. Right, I'm gonna build a flat surface. Not quite detailing it yet, but I will get there, maybe. All right, I got the dock base built now. So on the sides, I think I'm gonna do 2 stairs upside down in the corners, and then connect them with slabs. First of all though, raise these all up by 1 more block. Now I need to go back to base and make or find slabs. I don't really remember what I have in storage anymore because it has been a long time. I don't know how many times I feel like I need to say that, but it is the truth. It has been quite a bit since I was last on. So the slabs would be in wood crafted. That's how I organize things on all of my worlds. Yeah, I still got slabs. That's good. Gonna need more though. I'm pretty sure. So back down here. By the way, does anybody else believe that Mojang should add like saws, not stone cutters, but wood cutters? So you could do the same things with wood as you do with the varieties of stone. You could save on resources that way. And I know wood is abundant, but isn't stone even more abundant? Wood is easier to gather, yes, but stone is everywhere. Wood is not. Well, it is in this world, but not in a normally generated world that has multiple biomes. So now to enact my plan, upside down stairs go here, 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 and here. Now I connect those stairs together with slabs only after I place these slabs here. Now connect these on both sides. Now I think I want to go make fences. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Upside down stairs, upside down stairs. This only feels right. And then upside down stair there. That is in the wrong orientation. Upside down stair there and upside down stair here. So as I was saying, I want to get fences and put them on the sides here to make this safer to walk on. I mean, it's already safe. You're not going to die if you fall in the water. But I want it to be safe in the sense that I don't even risk falling in the water, if you get what I mean. And also, I want to place lanterns on each of these stilts, but that's gonna wait until I have more iron and it's day again. So I'm gonna head back and sleep. Then I'm gonna grab the fences I need, and then I'll add some finer details onto my dock. Alright, back with the stuff I needed. I'm gonna connect these stilts with fences. I would enjoy a wandering trader appearing. I don't know if they will. I think I might have turned them off, or I don't know. I mean, I don't have any villagers to get emeralds with, so I guess a wandering trader would be pretty useless unless I find villagers somewhere, but I digress. I'm going to put torches on these stilts as placeholders. Why did I hear a creeper? Was I hearing things, or was that real? I don't know. So next is those finer details that I mentioned, which are adding beams to the sides of the stilts to keep them stable with harsh weather and whatnot. So, oh, you do not go there. You need to go one block down. I need you to be submerged. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to connect these stilts. Only the side stilts, by the way. Anyway, regardless, I'm going to connect these stilts together for the stability I'll receive in exchange. Of course, this is by a purely role-playing standard, mind you. Considering, well, I'm not playing with the physics mod for starters. Playing with the physics mod that would be bad for my computer. This thing already isn't that great, but when you try and do such a high polygon mod like the physics mod for like the waves or the pieces that blocks break into if they don't have stability, that is bad for my computer. I wasn't gonna connect this front, but I feel like I need to. This looks a bit off to me. I guess I could do this and then do this. That should be fine, I think. Yeah, that's good enough. So I'm also going to need these stairs to put on the bottom of these pillars, these stilts, like this. That is gonna have to be moved back one. So I'm going to have to move this stair back one. Well, hold on. We would actually need to move back twice if I'm kind of trying to keep things symmetrical. So I get the stair there. And that is an issue. I think that was creating oxygen, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to waterlog those particular stairs, so I'm gonna return to base and grab my water bucket because I don't have it on me. I put all my stuff into chests when I was moving this world over to a different Curse Forge profile, so I'm going to go fetch that bucket. Alright, with this bucket in hand, I need to come back under here and waterlog those stairs. So now I need to place stairs. Well, let's place some right there and there, and come down here, place these stairs there and there. Do they have to go all the way? No, they don't, so that's fine. Those are to support this structure. And with that, I believe this dock of mine is complete. Now, I hope this still functions like what it's meant to. What I mean by that is I hope I can still fish from here and grab the fish I catch. But if not, whatever, it's fine. Well, hold on. I think I'm going to add a bit more detail here. And what I mean by that is that I'm gonna make some barrels. I don't think I've made any in this series quite yet. I've made some in the Crema SMP. Whether you saw that or not, I did make some, so hold on. Yeah, so I don't got any barrels in here, so I'm gonna go make some. I got my barrels now. So what I'm gonna do with these is add them as decoration to the dock. So I've realized that I haven't done any proper decoration on my builds here, but I've recently started better work ethic, so I'm able to add those details I want. Where do I put them though? Let's fix this one here, there, one that goes up, and then add this lonely barrel right there. Not how I wanted that to be. I want it to be orientated with the top on the top. And there we go. I added decoration. For now, this is complete. And yes, for now, because I do still want to replace those torches with lanterns, but I don't got the iron for that. And so Alright, that was a pretty short project, I'm not gonna lie. It took around 23 minutes to do that, maybe a bit less, but anyway, there is one other thing I wanted to accomplish in this video, and that was finally starting that stone mine I talked about fairly often, I think, in the last few episodes of this series. Right, so it's this way. I am going to have to make some pickaxes, so this last segment is pretty much only going to be of me mining, so if you want to skip it, you can go ahead and do so, simply because I'll be mining out an area for a stone mine, because my mine is currently a hazard zone. I think it is anyway. If I'm remembering correctly, it's a hazard zone. If I'm not remembering correctly, then it's perfectly fine. But what I mean is it leads straight into a cave. A very, very dangerous cave. And since that's how I get my deep slate, that cave is a pain. That's all it is. It's a pain. So I need more pickaxes. I need sticks, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I need, what am I gonna make these pickaxes out of? Copper. Why not? I have an abundance of copper currently, a surplus. Well, I wouldn't call it a surplus, I'm definitely running out, but I am gonna make these pickaxes out of copper, and I think I'm gonna store away my shovel because I rarely need these, so I don't really need to keep it on my person at all times. Sticks, you go in there, and so once it's morning, once I sleep, I will go and refill my water bucket in case I accidentally step on lava down there, and then I will go mining. Alright, I got my water. Alright, so I'm gonna build my stone mine right here because eventually I want to connect my stone mine to this bridge as well, so I'd have access to both my mines without any further traveling or trouble. And so this is gonna be my stone mine. Replace you. Break this. So I'm gonna maintain this level as the entrance, and then I'm gonna move my mine a few blocks further back. Break these. I think 3 blocks into the mountain would be good, right? And then from here, I'll start building my mine, and I will be mining down to Y level 16, I believe. Yes, I think it's Y level 16. I'm gonna mine down to that Y level, and then I'm gonna stop and begin tunneling because this is specifically for cobblestone. And the reason why I'm mining down to Y level 16 is because it would also give me the opportunity of mining a bunch of iron. That's one of the best iron levels in 1.21, and so I will be mining down to Y16, and so in 3 2 1. Now, if you were watching that time lapse of me making my stone mine, or rather digging it out, then you would realize that at some point I broke into another large cave, even in my stone mine. I honestly have no clue how, but I did. But that is where I'm going to be leaving things off here today. So, have a good night, a good day, a good afternoon, or good whatever it is for you. Whether it may be dusk or dawn. Goodbye, everybody.
Remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and comment to boost it in the algorithm. And if you vibe with my content and want to see more, subscribe.